Okay, we I I'm a New York fan. I've been a New York sports fan for years and years and years and years. I've followed the Giants. I've followed the Knicks. I've followed the Rangers. I've followed the Yankees. And I've supported the Nets. I supported the Mets. I supported the Jets. I've supported the Bills. But my thing is, if you getting paid all this money to perform and produce wins, don't you think when it's the big money games, everybody has to produce and not just live off of talk? I mean, I'm like this. Anytime you play and you suit up for your professional team, your goal is to win a championship for that season. Not going off of hype. Okay, you could say you won 10, 12 games or whatever. Okay, now the big game is here. It's time to produce. And today, with the Giants, I don't know. You know, we started out. All I see is that we get downfield and we can't produce. What's sad is we scored one touchdown. Let me see. One touchdown is 7 points, and that was the rookie scoring his only touchdown. And what do we have? We had 13 points. And then Green Bay kicked the field goal after we scored I guess 10, 11, 12. So we had one touchdown and 3 field goals, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One touchdown and 2 field goals. This team couldn't score over 1 touchdown in the playoff game? Wow. So what's next? Let me see. We got hockey. So in hockey we got the Rangers, New York Rangers, the New York Islanders, right? And the NBA, we have the New York Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets. Out of those 4 teams that I just mentioned, the only possible chance that I see is that in hockey, that's the biggest chance of winning an NHL title between, I say right now, the Red Hot Rangers, because the New York team, the New York basketball teams, they're not doing too well. I don't know if it's team chemistry, poor coaching, upper management office, or something's wrong with the ownership, but the product that's presented on the NBA court, I don't see as making it into the playoffs. I might be wrong, but I'm going by what I see. You know, they can win against a little wannabe scrappy team, but when you go up against an elite team, you don't produce. So, I don't know. I'm kind of lost, but I'm just telling you how an old school New York fan is. What have you done for me lately? The Giants, they made it to the playoffs and they lost. They got there. I give them respect on that. Now, hockey, we gonna find out if the Rangers or the Islanders make it to the playoffs. Basketball, I'm hoping that one of the New York teams make it into the playoffs. Baseball is not here, so that's like the Yankees and the Mets, and that's about it. I mean, hey, yes, everybody does have another team besides their number one, you know, their home team. They have an away team. I mean, when we talk about NBA players, I mean, I like Westbrook. I mean, even though Harden's left-handed, he's doing whatever he got to do to propel his team to possibly make the playoffs. And that's what leaders are doing. Harden's doing what he has to do to try to get his team into the postseason. Westbrook is trying to do what he got to do to try to put his team in the postseason. And Golden State, they doing what they got to do, you know, with the addition of Kevin Durant. And now I hear that Cleveland just picked up Kyle Korver from, what's that, the Atlanta Hawks, right? So, if memory serves me right, so that means something's wrong with J.R. Smith. If they got Kyle Korver, something, is J.R. Smith all right? Or is it Shumpert can't shoot? Or Shumpert is just there for defensive purposes? And they're looking for another three-point shooter to help Kyrie, LeBron, and Kevin Love shoot? Another person that can knock down a couple of trays, help lighten the load. Just like with the Warriors. The Warriors got Durant. Durant can shoot threes. Durant can finish at the basket. And then they have Draymond Green. He can shoot threes. He can finish at the basket. Whew. Then you have Curry. He can shoot threes and he can go to the basket. Then you got Klay Thompson. He can shoot threes and he can go to the basket. So you got all these weapons. And then there comes the rest of the NBA. In the East, you have Cleveland. And supposedly the next best team is Toronto. And then, I don't know, I guess they mean Chicago. It's not too many teams in the East that's really doing anything. The West, you have Golden State. You have San Antonio. You have, I think the Clippers is a possibility, depending on Chris Paul's health and when Blake Griffin comes back. You got Houston, that's what, number 3. I can't say the Kings. I can't really say Utah, but I'm saying Memphis. So the West, you even Dallas might give you a run for your money. I don't know, but the West is more tougher road to the conference finals than the East. You know, so I'm just saying. how I feel. Whew, about sports. Hey, y'all asking what's my other NBA team that I like? Yeah, I like San Antonio. I've always liked San Antonio. You know, they will make the playoffs from what I see. I'm hoping that one of these two New York teams make the playoffs, but I refuse to watch any more games until somebody announces that the New York team made the playoffs. You know, that's how I feel. I'm just gonna say I wish y'all all the best. I'm not gonna watch any more games, and I hope you make it to the playoffs so I can have something to talk about besides other NBA teams. Um, they say Mike Conley's not worth the money. Well, Memphis sees it a little different. Um, Cleveland reassured their three-point shooting threat by adding Corver. So, hey, go figure. Gotta have that firepower to go with that brute strength that LeBron possesses. And Draymond Green, he possesses that brute strength. And he could do a number of things with the ball as a big man. So, go figure. A lot of stuff going on in the NBA. And there's going to be a couple more trades that possibly happen before the All-Star break. This is my NBA rant, my sports rant, and I feel if you can't do no better than you did last season, you're just as bad as you are as last season. And that's it. This is how I feel. If you can't make it to the postseason, that means you're just a regular season team. There's the regular season, and then there's the postseason. And ain't nobody talking about the All-Star game because that's nothing but a chuck fest. Showtime. You know, it's the half of the season. It's basically the NBA halftime show. If you really want to get a proper answer from me. Okay, this is my sports rant on the Giants. I guess y'all going home and pack it in until next season. Think about all them drop passes and stuff. You tried. I'm proud that you made the playoffs, but you only went one round. I'm hoping that all the New York Knicks and Nets make it to the playoffs this year. I'm hoping that the Rangers and the Islanders somehow make it to the playoffs this season. And that's about it. The smooth one is out of here with this NBA talk.